Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. My distribution and bucket strategy in retirement. I'm not going to bore you with all the details about my 401, how it works. I made a video here a couple months ago. I put it in a playlist. I think it's called Steve's Retirement Cheat Sheet or something, where I did all the little videos about what I consider the most important things about retirement, your health insurance, social security, pension, junk like that. Before I made one about my 401k video. That'll tell you pretty much all you need to know about my 401 and why I'm doing what I'm doing. If there's any questions, just let me know. But listen, man, I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to me recently. Somehow I got a pass full of them the past couple of months, man. That was awful nice of y'all, man. But anytime I get a large amount of people wanting to subscribe to me, I get a little nervous. I'm not. I worry that you're here under false pretenses. I'm not qualified, and I don't give any kind of advice, recommendations. I can't tell anybody nothing about what to do. We just did what was always preached to us, common sense wise. Live below your means, save what you can, invest. You know, just simple, ordinary, common things. We got a little lucky, and it worked for us. So don't put too much into what I say, man. You know, I'm just a talking head with a channel. Anytime I do an important video, or what I deem an important video, I always put a disclaimer down in the bottom here, down in the show notes or whatever, and I always have it on my home page. It would be, I think it would be a good idea if you read it and paid heed to the warning. Because if you do something I say, man, I guarantee one thing, you're going to screw up. It works for us, it don't work for nobody else, and it doesn't follow normal principles. But as far as that goes, man, we don't do anything but what's simple and easy, man. That's my strategy. I found that less times I got to touch something, the better my chances of succeeding are. I learned that a long time ago. If I got to touch it too often, I'm gonna screw something up. It's guaranteed. So that dictates a lot of the way we do things. As far as my distribution goes, man, it's about the only thing I didn't mention in that video about my 401 was last year my distribution was 11%. It was a little over. I did a video about it. I think it was called 10% withdrawal rate. Am I crazy or something like that? And this year it was just touch over 12. Has to do with how they calculate my distributions. They divide my number of years left for distributions into the amount I got. And this year it was more because I actually started this year off with more money than I had last year when I retired. Last year was an unusual year. I don't expect to see that all the time. It just happened. So I mean, you can actually consider last year was a free year of retirement for me. Didn't cost me a nickel. When next year, when I'm able to roll it into a IRA, you know, I'll be able to take out a whole lot less. I mean, they're taking out 2 to 3 times more than I need. If I was able to pull it out myself, they're taking out a lot more than I need. But you know, that's just the way it is, man. It's something I got to deal with. It's the way my rules and my plan are. And that's why I have trouble with the decumulation in retirement, because they're taking out so much. You know, I only get once a year. I don't get it every month. Before I retired, I wanted to take it out at twice a year. The baby wanted to take it out monthly, but I only get one choice: take it out once a year. I mean, you go to bed with $1 million, you wake up and 12%'s gone. You ain't got about 880 tomorrow morning when you wake up. I mean, that'll put a shock in you. I don't care who you are. Even though they ain't done nothing but take it out of one bank account and put it in another. You know, I ain't spent it. The market ain't dropped. None of that bull. it, it still works on you, man. So I mean, but to be honest with you, I like once a year. I didn't think I would, but doing it once a year, it's just one time. I ain't got to go in there every month and take out a couple of grand or $100 or whatever. I ain't got to worry about paying taxes on it or none of that. But all that thing gets handled for me one time a year. My tax bill for the year is paid. It was paid in February. So I mean, I like it once a year. I think when I do put my money in my IRA, that's where I'm gonna take my distribution then too. It works for us. So I mean, that's the way we handle our distributions, and that's it just works for us, man. And then as far as my bucket strategy, I don't really have a bucket strategy. I call it that because that's what everybody knows it by. It's just like distributions. Everybody knows, hey, you pulling the 4%, using this 4% distribution, 3%, 5%. What are you using? I pull out what I need to live on. I don't go by percentages. So, because all I had to do was build a little bridge from 57 to 67 until I could get help from Uncle Sam with my Social Security. That's all I had to do, and I got enough in my 401 that's not going to be a problem. And then I have some benefits a lot of people don't have, man. I got a pension, I got a brokerage account, I got an IRA, I got extra money on the side that I don't have to use. So I mean, but as far as my buckets go, man, I got 2 buckets. I got cash, which I include bonds in that, and I just call it cash. And I got investments. I don't really have buckets. I don't have an emergency bucket. Emergency bucket is the cash I got. Same for my yearly. When I tell you I got 3 years cash in the bank or 4 years cash or whatever, it's the same thing as my emergency fund. So I don't have a separate account labeled for emergencies or for vacation or for roof building or any of that junk. It's just the cash I got. And market's up, I pull out of my investments. Market's down, I pull out of my daggone cash. I mean, it's simple and easy and works for us. I don't know, man. I think that covers everything. If not, if I left something out or confused you, hey man, drop me a line. I'll see if I can't clarify it. But my distributions are pretty straightforward. I get what I get, whatever they decide to send me. When I'm able to shift it to an IRA, I'll take out what we need to live on. I'm gonna do it once a year. I like that. And as far as my buckets go, I really don't have buckets. I just have cash and I got investments. I use them like a bucket. I don't separate nothing out. So, I don't know, man. Y'all take care of yourselves, man. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'm going to sit here and finish watching these birds around here. Y'all take care, and we'll talk to y'all later.